Yo, we are in the building. This, that, and the third interview series, CIAA edition. It's your boy Steven the Dream. I'm sure y'all are wondering why I'm standing up right now. And I'm sure y'all are wondering what that noise is in the background. Now, earlier this week, we had Mr. Jadario White, Mr. Pull Up, come and talk to us. And like I told you, I'm bringing out all the stars for CIAA. I got with me singer extraordinaire. I just want to call her an artist because I know it's a lot that goes into what she does. I got AnnaMae with me, and Mr. Jadario White. Mr. Pull Up is back in the building as well. Well, what's good with you, AnnaMae? How you doing?
What's going on with you? How you doing?
Doing good. I'm doing good. I'm glad to have you on here. This is a very special edition. As y'all see, we was able to bring two worlds together. I want to thank Mr. Pull Up once again for coming
No doubt, man.
and providing a great service. Y'all got to hear from her earlier in the week, but y'all get a chance to actually see his work. So that's crazy.
Shout out to Pull Up.
Shout out to
No doubt. Appreciate y'all.
Well, we got AnnaMae. I want to first ask you, like I'm asking everybody, what are your plans for CIAA, and what is your favorite CIAA moment from the past?
So, my plans for tonight are definitely to just network. I'm networking. I'm gonna be out at the Epicenter
Nice.
all night. I was definitely out there last night doing some networking. We were at Rooftop. So tonight we just everywhere.
Okay.
In the team, 646 Entertainment.
Shout out to 646.
So,
What's a moment that you've had from a past CIAA that you can remember?
to be honest, I never really did anything for CIAA other than network
Oh,
with
wow.
the people that actually come in town. Any experience where we have foreigners coming to Charlotte, I definitely just try to network, get my name out there as much as possible,
Absolutely.
in every Atlanta, Alabama,
You
wherever you name it.
you all over, and we're gonna definitely get into that.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
let's go ahead and just start from the origins. AnnaMae, where you from?
I'm from Fort Mill, South Carolina.
Shout outs to the mill.
Grew up in Rock Hill, so shout out to the Rock.
Absolutely.
Definitely support everybody coming out of there.
When did you start singing?
I've been singing since I was 7. I
Okay.
definitely started in school, doing like concerts, plays, things like that of that nature. Met up with my manager when I was 14, and it's been on go ever since. I didn't start doing actual performances until I went through the fundamentals process. So it was about 3 years that I just was strictly learning pitch, vocals,
Right.
learning how to write, learning how to mix.
You've been through actual artist development.
Yes,
Like.
so that's one thing that we definitely do, teach artist development, because that's the most important thing, and understanding the business behind the industry. So,
And being that you get all this knowledge is gonna ultimately make you a better artist and actually, help you when it comes to making decisions when, management may not be there. Like how important is it to you to be hands on with your work though still as far as the creative process?
so we pretty much have complete creative control.
Oh, that's dope.
Anything that I really want to write, sing, rap about, because I do rap as well.
Okay, bars is there
Um,
for sure.
we kind of have all leeway. It really doesn't even matter. I will say, doing things without my producer and without my manager, knowing the business and how things are supposed to be is very, very, very important, because it's easy nowadays to really get screwed.
Facts.
You really got to know your ins and outs, because if you don't, it's easy to not get paid. It's easy to not be respected as an artist, especially with me being a young woman.
Right.
Like, I think that's the hardest thing that I go through, and why I tend to make sure that my manager is involved 100% of the way, only because I don't have to worry about certain situations. I don't have to deal with certain things.
Right.
He just deals with everything. I'm strictly the artist. That's the
Right.
only thing that I have to do. So that's a luxury.
And you were blessed to be managed by someone who recognized your talent, who also is an integral part in the music business and the music industry. Like when you figured out, the knowing and behind the 646 Entertainment, how excited and how happy were you? Being 14 at the time, I guess I'm sure your parents had an integral part in that in some way, or if they didn't, how did you make that decision and realize like, oh wow, I'm in a good place right now?
So I first met up with Neil, Cornelius Hart. Shout out to
Shout
Neil.
out to Neil.
He is a mogul. Seriously, like that man is very, very talented. So meeting up with him and being introduced to his team, of course at the time I was underage, so
Mm.
I had a mommy manager,
Okay.
um, and I will say being in his presence and the things that he's actually done
Mm.
was seeing his backstage passes because he's not just a
Oh
manager, he's
man.
a tour manager. He does pretty much everything you could think of in this industry is under his belt.
Right.
So seeing his work was the best thing. Knowing that he managed Maya was the best thing for
Yep.
me because that was one of my favorite artists. So being a part of that unit was and actually being welcome to that unit.
Mm.
Yeah, I was definitely blessed, definitely grateful. And I've been with them. Well, you hooked me there.
Uh oh.
I was
Uh.
definitely grateful to be with them, definitely, and I've been
Dope.
with them ever since.
I want to ask you, what are some of your musical influences growing up? Because at 7, I mean, at the time, and we had a lot of good R&B then. Think about just the timeline, but I know R&B kind of, from the singing purposes, may have died in a way. Now we still got all that
Yes.
great music that's been around, but like growing up, were there anybody that you looked at and was like, oh wow, she's like someone I would want to look to be like in a way, something.
Yeah, I would say Etta James was always one of my favorites, and then actually growing up, I definitely looked at Jasmine Sullivan,
Mm.
Jennifer Hudson, the actual singers, Fantasia, the singers, those who actually had vocals and they also, write at the same time.
Mm.
And being a songwriter, I definitely got most of my structure from them, only because they put in work
Facts.
always, and they never disappoint. Performance wise, I am an amazing performer. I don't care what you
That
say.
is true.
So
We're
when you
gonna
come,
see that. We're gonna get into
yeah,
that.
when you come see me, definitely I'm gonna keep you on your toes. But I got that from watching Beyonce. I got that from watching Rihanna.
Mm.
Just seeing how they work the stage, how they interact with the crowd. You gotta have that eye contact. You gotta have that confidence when you're up there on that stage, and that's the main key. As long as you got that, you got it.
We're gonna definitely get into the performance part. I want to ask you about your writing style
Yeah.
and what goes into that. Do you think that it is important for an artist to write their own all the time? Because you may have written for people before, or someone may have written for you, but I want to know, like, what are your thoughts of collaborating or just having the ability to write on your own?
So I do encourage all singers, rappers to write your own music.
Mm.
One, because it's more money in your pocket at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and then two, I do believe in collaborating with people. I write for people. I'll allow people to write for me because I believe in everybody eating, everybody
Mm.
winning. So that's what we pretty much do in our unit. I'll write for some people. Some of my label mates will write for me.
Mm.
That way, not only okay, I'm getting a check for singing,
Mm.
and then my boy over here getting a check for making the beat,
Mm-hmm.
and then my
Mm-hmm.
girl over here, she getting a check just for writing a hook
Right.
or
Right.
just for writing a verse. Like it's just all about collaboration. I just try to make sure everybody can eat no matter what.
That's dope. The first time I think I heard a record from you, it was the No More record.
Yeah.
I like that record a lot. How did that record come together? Can you explain the process of that one?
Yes, so that was definitely something me and Neil collaborated on.
Mm.
No More is it's more than just about relationships. It's more than just about, struggles. It's really for everybody who's really been through anything in life and you're just tired of it. You
Mm.
want something better. You want to elevate yourself. And that record, that's a hit.
Nah, I got
It
it.
it
I like it.
it connects to everybody and anybody, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what you got going on. I'm moving my head too much, Mr. Pull Up.
Just
Yeah,
pull you
yeah.
good.
No, these two.
Oh, um, but No More is definitely that single that it's gonna touch you, and it's definitely on my SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, when you hear it, and especially when you watch me perform it, it's gonna hit your core because you're gonna be like, yo, I feel that. Like I've been there, and I feel like I'm tired of going through the same thing over and over. So I'm not dealing with it no more. Like it's just a negative, especially now. It's 2019. We're not dealing with that no more.
Facts.
It's over with
You
completely.
you talked about your performance. Talk about what all goes into that as far as like the style, from what you decide to wear, from how you decide to approach it. Because I saw you live, and that, like I said, I was definitely impressed. But you captivated that crowd. What all goes into your mindset before you get on stage, and like I said, those things that lead up to it.
So when it comes to being a performer, it's definitely about making sure you're ready so you don't have to get ready. So 365, I'm working out. I'm in the studio. I have outfits already set. So as I'm out and about, if I see something, oh, let me grab that. That way, when a performance comes, I can just go in the closet, pick it, and then I'm done. That way, that part is not what I'm stressing about. I can actually focus on the performance. I'm actually beginning to work with a couple of choreographers. Working with some dancers, just to spice up my performance, just a
Add a
little
bit
bit,
more to
you know,
it.
because I like to keep the crowd interactive. I like to make them feel like they're a part of something, something bigger, and no matter where I am, no matter what stage I'm on, no matter what city I'm in, my crowd is going to love me because I'm going to make you feel a part of something more. I'm going to draw into you. I'm going to point to you. I'm going to look directly at you. I may come sit next to you. You just never know what AnnaMae is going to do. And that's the key. I like to keep people on their toes, and I like to keep them guessing. That's all.
I was at the performance, and I was at the top working too, and the people at the top was even going crazy for you up there. Do you, just real quick, talk about your fan base and where you've seen it come from, because you've been to different parts of the country.
Yes.
You performed in different areas. Just talk about where you see your music being absorbed at in different parts of this country.
So I do travel. We travel a lot from all over the Southeast. And I'll say my fan base, most of it is in Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama. I definitely got some fans. And yeah, shout out. I definitely got some fans in Georgia. And I got some fans locally as well. My thing is, my fans are loyal. They always know when AnnaMae's doing a performance, oh, we gotta buy tickets, multiple tickets, and they're gonna support. They may not just buy one ticket for themselves. They may buy 3 and 4 tickets just because they know. And give them out, you know? Like, I really...
But that's them putting their people on to more music, like
Yes.
giving them an opportunity. Like, they know it's worth the price of admission is what you're saying.
Basically, because you're going to enjoy yourself. And that's me being completely humble. That is my only goal, to make sure that everyone enjoys the moment. Because, hey, tomorrow is never really promised, but living in the moment and making sure that everything is good, hey, that's key. That's definitely key.
AnnaMae with us, this, that, and the third interview series. I'm telling y'all, we got more to get into, but we're going to let Mr. Puller finish do his thing right now. And in the meantime, we're going to give y'all a live look in at the performance. We live, baby. Look, man, like I told y'all, AnnaMae definitely captivated the stage, did her thing. We want to give y'all a look at it from the comedy show earlier, or last month in February. Y'all make sure to check it out. I think you performed, what, like 3 songs then?
I did.
I think we got all 3.
I performed 3 songs,
She performed 3 songs. I think we got all 3. But y'all make sure you check out the video right now.
Shout out to Terry, shout out to Escobar.
Absolutely. Shout out to them boys out there doing their thing at the comedy show. AnnaMae did her thing as well. This, that, and the third interview series. We'll be right back with more.
And listen, AnnaMae, and I'm telling you, I know I came from the bottom, but guess what? I am way better. What? Ooh, I got food in my dining room. I'm better, another day, another chance. I wake up, I wanna dance. So as long as I got my friends, I'm better, I'm better, I'm better. And I'm so hot, I'm so wet, it go. Pull up on him in my bed, it go. He say I'm pretty, I'm pretty. I must be from Brazil, I must be from Mexico. Roll up on him in my leg, jump out like skirt, yeah, bro. You need a chick like me that make you wanna leave the mother, brought you no damn hoe. Yeah, I got bands in the bando, and I got goons in Orlando, and I be driving cars they paying for. Man, I be doing the handle. Watch what I do when I get up when you pop potential in my room and zoom in the boom. You watching my body like you watch your skin. But guess what? I'm just here. I'ma start it from the hey, show you how to flip a dollar, big racks. I got food in my turn up, turn up. I'm better, I'm better, I'm better. Another day, another chance. I wake up, I wanna dance. So as long as I got my friends, I'm better, I'm better, I'm better. And I'm so hot, I'm from PEA. The car that I drive before robbery. My clique is so thick and the boys they be hollering and whistling at me like damn, babe. Man, I'm 3,000, I'm Andre. Yo, Anna's so big, I'm so Kanye. Bruce Lee on the beat, I don't compete with none of these geeks, I just rap like I'm Kanye. Yeah, I got bands in the bando, plus I got goons in Orlando, and I be driving cars they paying for. They say I'm too much on my handful. Now I understand that y'all real quiet, but he watching my body like he watching Scandal. But I'm just here. I'm started from the bottom. Show them how to flip a dollar, make racks. I got food in my dining room. What you doing? I'm better, I'm better, I'm better. Another day, another chance. Ooh, I got food in my dining room. I'm better, I'm better, I'm better. Another day, another chance. I wake up, I wanna dance. So as long as I got my friends, I'm better, I'm better, I'm better. And I'm so hot, I'm so wet, it go. Pull up on him in my vehicle. He say I'm pretty, I must be from Brazil, I must be from Mexico. Roll up on him in my Lambo. Jump out like skirt, yeah, bro. You need a chick like me that make you wanna leave the mother, but you know now. Yeah, I got bands in the bando, and I got goons in Orlando, and I be driving cars they paying for. Man, I be doing the handle. Watch what I do when I get up. When you pop potential in my room and zoom in the boom. You watching my body like you watch your skin. But guess what? I'm just here. I'ma start it from the hey, show you how to flip a dollar, big racks. I got food in my turn up. I'm better, I'm better, I'm better. Another day, another chance. I wake up, I wanna dance. So as long as I got my friends, I'm better, I'm better, I'm better. And I'm so hot, I'm from VA. The car that I drive before robbery. My clique is so thick and the boys they be hollering and whistling at me like damn, babe. Man, I'm 3,000, I'm Andre. Yo, Anna's so big, I'm so Kanye. Bruce Lee on the beat, I don't compete with none of these geeks. I just rap like I'm Kanye. Yeah, I got bands in the bando. Plus I got goons in Orlando. And I be driving cars they paying for. They say I'm too much on my handful. Now I understand that y'all real quiet, but he watching my body like he watching Scandal. So I'm just here. I'm started from the bottom. I show you how to flip a dollar, make racks. I got food in my dining room. What you doing? I'm better, I'm better, I'm better. Another day, another chance.
Come to me. Pause. All right, we are back in the building. This, that, and the third interview series. Steven the Dream, AnnaMae. We are in the building. We just saw that performance. You did your thing, girl.
Thank you.
How did you feel about being out there in front of the crowd? How did you take your performance? What were your thoughts of it?
So I'm my biggest critic, honestly.
Okay.
But I will say the performance went well. It went very well. I won't complain about anything.
How'd your hair cut?
I don't know. How was my haircut?
Good.
See the little lines on the side?
See, we came back. Little Mr.
Okay.
Pull Up got you right over here, right?
Definitely.
Shout out to him.
Shout out
again.
to Pull Up.
Let me ask you about different ways that you market your music. Are you hands on with that as well too, or do you kind of let your team take care of everything when it comes to that, or is that something that you like to try to be involved in as well? Or
I definitely do both.
Okay.
So it's definitely something that our PR marketing actually does, but then I also market myself. So as far as I'm coming up with some clothing lines. Coming out with some dope things. Clothing line called Envy.
Dope.
Keep in touch. Definitely, social media is always a must because those numbers are the most important thing to the industry.
Right.
So that's a definite. I have AnnaMae Chronicles, #AnnaMae Chronicles, where I do covers of any song. All you gotta do is inbox me. DM me, let me know what you want to hear, and I'll cover it for you. Anything original, I'm doing that as well. Any of my original things that haven't come out yet, I'm also putting those on my AnnaMae Chronicles as well, just to bring in some more fans, especially on the social media network.
You were not just singing, but rapping.
Yes.
At the performance as well.
Yes.
Talk about the way you decided to, or was it just natural that you jumped into, rapping as well? Because that's a different little.
That's a different ball game.
Yeah.
So I've always been a rapper. It's just one thing I never put into my craft per se. I always kept that behind the scenes. My family see me rap. I rap all the time. They'll call me in, hey, spit a couple bars. But I never thought of actually giving my fans that side of me until I had my daughter. Once I had her, it was like everybody thought AnnaMae fell off.
Because you had a daughter?
Well, because I was off the scene. So me being off the scene was completely it threw them off. They weren't expecting me not to be there.
Mm.
So then when I came back full throttle.
Right.
Like, all right, boom. Y'all thought I was gone, now AnnaMae back. AnnaMae back, and she ready, and she stepping on toes. She stepping on everybody's neck.
Dope.
She willing to collaborate, willing to network, but at the same time, like, you got to be ready for AnnaMae. Because she gonna bring it. So when you come to me, come correctly, because I'm ready. I don't have to get ready. I'm ready. So make sure you're ready.
How has motherhood changed content at all? Has it changed content? Are you more conscious of what you say because you have a daughter now, or do you have more to talk about because you have a daughter now?
More to talk about. My newest project, it's The Life of AnnaMae, and basically it's a storyline of what I've been through my prior to having a child, and then actually what I'm going through now, and it relates to people who have children and people who don't. It's definitely a different ball game, being a mother, because your time is definitely consumed by your child. But me and my daughter, we spend ample amount of time in the studio together.
Oh,
and
wow.
all of that is on my Snapchat, it's on my Instagram. Like, we're there. She's there with me the entire step of the way, only because I want her to experience those things with me. And she loves to hear her mom sing. So to see that smile and that joy on an infant's face, like, that's a blessing in itself.
You sing your baby to sleep?
Yeah,
you sing your
I do. I sing her to sleep, and that's the only way to get her calm. Really, when she's not a fussy baby, but when she starts to fuss, I just start singing, and she's good.
AnnaMae live with us. I want to ask you, what's your favorite song of your own catalog?
Yes. So I've been working on some new stuff, and I got this song called "Just Do It." So I'm telling you right now, when this single drops, I want everybody to be prepared for what AnnaMae has to say.
Okay.
Because I'm airing everything out. I'm airing everything out only because just do it, just like that.
Airing them out.
Cock it back and then just air it out.
And unload.
Definitely only because Just Do It is what really got me back, brought AnnaMae back. Because I made so many excuses of why I couldn't go to the studio. So many excuses for why I wasn't marketing myself.
Right.
So many excuses to where I was degraded because I didn't feel like people were supporting me or people weren't watching. So I got to the point where I was like, yo, just do it.
Just do it.
Just get up and do it. Like, no games, no excuses, no mistakes. We just gonna do it. And that's what I did.
No more to tie it back.
Yeah.
But now just do it.
And to be honest, the project, Life of AnnaMae, it all ties in together. Every song ties into each other. So we not going through this no more. Now we just finna do it. You feel me?
It's a cohesive body of work you put together.
So I'm working.
Tape. When's it released? Is it released?
No, it's not.
Okay.
So that's to be announced.
I was gonna say I didn't see that one yet. I was gonna
You
be upset
didn't.
if I don't got that one yet.
No, it's still in the works. We waiting on some mixing and mastering. We getting that definitely intact, and it's gonna be everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Tidal, Apple Music, everywhere.
Dope.
Everywhere.
Man, AnnaMae, it is good to have you up here because I seen progression in you as well.
Yes. We've known each other for a while.
We have, and you've been working. And I'm gonna tell you this: I was telling everybody, if I don't get somebody from the mill up here, then I'm gonna go crazy because we have these platforms for reasons, man, and we got to be able to put people on that are talented around us. And for you to be the first person from Fort Mill on here, or that will stand up and claim Fort Mill,
I will claim Fort Mill all day.
I really appreciate you for being here because it means
sleep
a
on
lot.
us.
They really do, and
They do.
We talented down here.
We are.
Don't play with us.
Everybody down here, we're talented. Fort Mill, Rock Hill, we
for sure.
talent. We got talent. Chester, York, we got talent. Y'all gotta wake up.
Absolutely.
Y'all are really asleep. You gotta wake up. We here. We live.
Where can they find the music? Where can they find you? And if they want to, do you have any shows or anything coming up
Yes.
soon?
So we actually are doing the Hype Takeover Tour. We're definitely doing some various spots and dates in LA, Vegas, Miami, Texas, anywhere you could really name. I'm trying to get my foot in the door everywhere. So I'm definitely I'm definitely there. You can definitely find my music at 646entertainment.com. You can also find it on Facebook, 646 Entertainment. You can follow my Facebook, which is SHYANE space AnnaMae, ANNAMAE, where you'll find all of the hashtag Anime Chronicles. You can also go to my Instagram @_LOVEANN_. And then if you want, you're more than welcome to follow my Snapchat and watch my crazy life. It's LOVEEANN. And yeah, definitely.
AnnaMae, I'm glad to really have you on here, man. The people
Of course.
that don't know you,
Now
I'm
you
glad
know
they're
me.
getting to know you.
Yes.
The people that do know you, I'm glad that they're getting another opportunity to learn more.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to hearing this project. What's it called one more time?
The Life of AnnaMae.
The Life of AnnaMae.
The Life of AnnaMae.
We got a date for it yet?
Nope.
Exclusive? You
Hey,
wanna tell me that?
everything. I can't give you everything. I cannot give you all of me. Okay.
Okay. We'll let you hold back a little bit.
Just a little
But
bit.
we'll
Let
be
me keep that one.
We'll be looking for the tape for sure.
Definitely.
It's this, that, and the third interview series. Steven the Dream here. AnnaMae with me. It's CIAA edition, y'all.
CIAA. Make sure y'all come out to the Epicenter. I'm
Absolutely.
gonna be there.
Find her in the Epicenter. Make sure you get what you gonna have? Cards, flyers. You just gonna be hand
I'm
in
gonna have
hand.
everything.
She gonna have everything for you, y'all. This, that, and the third interview series. We'll check y'all on the next one.